All right, this is for someone who has no direction in life. You can't find direction. It's not like something that is there for you to take, and life is great. One thing that I've learned is that you have to create direction. It's not about having a passion or purpose in life. You cannot have both of the things and still do something good with your life. When I first started all this shit, I never knew what I was doing. I never knew what I wanted. So I did things that everybody else in the space was doing, starting a business, doing self improvement, these things. But I lacked direction. Even though it was something good, I lacked direction in my life. But what I uncovered slowly was that after doing all these things, it showed a big weakness in myself. After walking about here and there, doing this, doing that, trying a bunch of new things, my character was at its weakest. So naturally, I'm an introvert. I don't like talking a lot. I'm kind of that guy who sits in the corner, just does his own thing. And that's what I started to work on. It's not like I found that purpose, which was to work on my character. But after doing so many things, after failing so many times, and going through so much of pressure, to me back then that was high pressure stuff. Because as I was doing all these things, starting businesses, doing new things, I was getting hate from a lot of people, especially my parents, my friends. I was slacking off in school. And slowly these things started bottling up on me. And that created pressure. But that was why I changed a lot, because of walking in these different directions. You see, I didn't find direction, I just started walking. And after finding that purpose to work on character, that's when everything changed. The first thing I ever did, because I had no plan for this, was to kill a small amount of social fear. You see, where I'm living right now, the culture isn't strongly supporting of socializing. The culture here doesn't strongly support socializing in public. Not many people approach strangers, not many people compliment pretty girls. No one does all these things. Everyone here is just in their own world. So, what did I do then? Because if I wanted to improve this aspect of my character, I had to do something that nobody else would. Well, few did. So, it started off with talking to social workers. It was a simple acknowledgement. It wasn't like some crazy conversation, but it was acknowledging their presence. So I take the I take the bus a lot, public transportation. And I realized when everyone enters the bus conductor smiles at everyone, but most of them, well actually almost everyone just moves on. They don't even acknowledge the dude. Like poor thing, the guy drives everyone safely. Not even a good morning, good evening, thank you. So this is the culture in my place. Everyone is so pampered and they can't even say a simple thank you or greet them. So that's what I started doing. So whenever I hopped on the bus, I would greet them. And then whenever I exited off the bus, I would shout because that was something I was scared of, that social pressure. I would shout and say thank you to the bus conductor. And I was doing this for a good 2-3 months, and I slowly built up that momentum to do these things comfortable. Then once these things started getting easier, that's when I amped things up. I started reading more books about psychology, conversations, human nature, a lot of powerful books. And that's when I slowly started walking in this direction. And as I walked in this direction, I found other things that were related to what I wanted to do. Sales popped up. Not some business, but sales. The skill itself, sales. Because sales isn't just a skill, it's life, right? It teaches you how to communicate, how to sell yourself, how to speak under pressure. And I found all this by moving in different directions first. I created direction. I didn't look for it. I didn't wait for some magical bush to just open and glow, saying, "This is your path." You know, that's what most people think. It's waiting for their time. Bro, that shit will never happen, honestly. So yeah, if you have no direction, you just gotta start somewhere. I know it sucks dragging your ass trying to do something, but you have to. Start small. It doesn't have to be as crazy as starting a clothing brand or an agency right off the fucking back, bro. Because that's when you just give up. You know it yourself, you're not gonna survive. But do something simple every day, like how I started. It was just talking to strangers. That's all. It wasn't anything crazy. And because of going in different directions, pissing different people off, but staying true to myself, I found the right path. Because of the experience that I acquired from doing different things. It may not be much, but it's still something. It's better than staying stuck in one position and not moving. If I can paint you a picture of how this is like, you're the forest, where a lot of people are also in that forest. Everyone is lost, they don't know what to do, and they're trying to escape. If not, they will die there. Almost everyone will just stay stuck and wait for help. They're waiting for some SOS signal, for some helicopter to save their fat asses. But not many people start moving, start hunting, start gathering food. Not many people do that. No one wants to start walking. Walking is the simplest action, but no one wants to do it because it's risky. Of course, it's risky. Imagine talking to random strangers. That risk is there. It might fail, you might mess up, but so what? It's such a simple thing, talking. You can do whatever you want, really, but make sure it's something that not many people are doing. Because if you stand out, you will improve so much more than almost everyone. And that's what you have to do. Start something small. If you know your biggest weakness is socializing or your character has a flaw, fix that. Work on that every single day till you get comfortable with yourself with that weakness. Don't turn that weakness into a strength, just neutralize it. And then you build. And from there, I guarantee you will find direction. You will slowly find that one path that is for you. But you just have to start walking. That's all. Because if you don't, no one's gonna fucking save your ass. Ciao.